So I've just seen here 7 students just admit. What happened to you? Overslept is structurally build the buildings without a system. So this is the final, the complete buildings. So we mix to understand all those services here, to embed together with the aesthetic, with the all those colors, and how are the vegetation surrounding. Okay. What is building services? This is to include lighting, electrical, water supply, waste management system, aircon system, security, fire prevention, control and safety, mechanical transport, and also communication. So you may find that these are the main concern as the architect, not only to draw, but you need to understand how does it works in our buildings. That is why the management is not only for teamworks, but we are also in the technical, like building management system, to comprehensive what is actually to embed building to provide a responsive building yang ada communication, dia boleh communicate dengan manusia. This building can communicate with people effectively and supportive the environment. Okay, macam mana tu? Why we are call it as to be very effective? Because the building, if this is unnecessary air condition, this will invite unhealthy building. So create at the design stage, but also needs intelligence. So right now, do you ever hear the intelligent operation, intelligent building intelligence system? This is the term for the current. So meaning that how the system can connect each other to provide a sustainable, healthy, and this building become technologically aware, meet the needs of occupants and business, flexible and adaptive to deal with change. Okay, let's say this semester you are doing what? Gallery. So what is the function of gallery? On the architectural side, you have to understand what is the concept of gallery, the target, who wants to come to your gallery. So who are those who work in your gallery? Of course, there are administration people, administration group, and they are people who capture how the space of the gallery become very, very function. What do you need? Okay, Adam, what do you need in the gallery? Cuba fikir. Never mind, we just brainstorming. The first day tak apa. What you should have in your gallery? Cuba fikir. Apa dia? You name me.
Display project.
Okay. Gallery apa nak kena ada? How to make the gallery become function? Can you imagine that gallery is a place for displaying the maybe the product, maybe the drawings, maybe the sculpture. So what do you need that? Okay, you need lighting, betul?
Lighting.
Yeah, you need lighting. Okay, then what else? You need something to control, betul tak? Sometimes in your display area, you may have a big screen, betul? Big screen to promote some kind of status there. Right now is a status from everybody, the comments from surveillance, why, what, where, and also the information that you have to give the information to all the public. This taken place, there is a there's a competition in the gallery. Okay. So you need a system to communicate with people. Nampak kan Shifa kan? That is why it's very important technology comes here. Okay. So this is to make building function. So intelligent building. Bila katakan intelligent building, you need to use the material, and that is why we call it environmentally conscious green issues. So now, because of the material, we are not using material that when we dispose the material, this one become a pollution to environment. That is why we call it intelligent building, okay? And new infrastructure and facilities to support. So the activities that advance in computing. So in gallery, you also need the system, tadi advanced system. Sorry, where? And also technology. So the architect is not necessary to design, but architect is very responsible to understand the flexibility of the system and technology, adapt to deal and change. Okay, like now I'm sharing to you. Sekarang Madam L is not only the architects, the lecturer to teach design, but I'm also involved with the research that provide a system untuk rumah kontena. You know where is rumah kontena? Tahu rumah kontena yang dekat Mizan Park? Rumah kontena is a kontena. Yes, kontena at Mizan Park. So I am now connect with other lecturers from electrical and also partly from we don't have the mechanical, but there is one lecturer, professor, that also dealing with mechanical system. Why? Because we are in the group to utilize the aircon system. So to make it, this aircon system is not a normal, but it's an innovative, and to provide a very healthy system for occupants. When you see that air conditioned system, so we may see that all those the liquid, we also see the system, the generator, the motor, but how does this can technologically become more sustainable and healthy? Inilah tugas architect to design and to see it, how you want to design. Okay, so madam tak buat je kerja-kerja architect, but madam also doing this kind of research, right? Oh, there are two more people in waiting. Lokman and Syafiq.
Madam, saya kat sini. Saya Syafiq. Yang nama saya tu saya tukar device. Dah masuk dari tadi.
Oh, okay. Alright. Nasib baik. Madam inform nanti kan. Okay. Right. Okay. What is building services design? So we are as an architect, this is what we are telling you. Kita sebagai mereka bentuk untuk menjaga, to take care with the environment. Okay, to forecast what is the impact from our decision. So architect ni very important role. Okay, so focus on debilitating effects of carbon emission, benda ke carbon emission, and their connection to climate change. As you are very, very well understand how the climate change will give you the other scenario of the environment. So now we do have energy consumption, so-called to promote sustainability. So who are those responsible people to talk about this? So the architect and also the engineer. Okay. On mechanical services, we do have renewable energy solar system, because the mechanical is a person who really tie with the system. They will design the system, how the system function. So what happened to the architects? Architects is designing a space for those particular item to be inserted in your building. Okay, tak faham, I will have the example. So another thing, what's so important thing is the air conditioning system, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning services. Why? It's because of our climates. We are in a tropical country, betul tak? Can we live without aircon? Maybe part of the area we do not have to use aircon, but for offices building about 40 stories, 50 stories right now. So especially for those working area at the center of the plates, center of the building. They don't have direct ventilation, they don't have direct lighting. They must have to get aircon system. Betul tak? Is it right?
Yes.
Right.
And also, we talked the previous slide, I'm showing you the vertical and horizontal transportation. Okay, transportation tu is not a car. Okay, transportation meaning that how to move from one place to another place vertically and horizontally. Vertically is a lift. Okay, and also escalator. Okay, horizontally, escalator. How does it work? So mechanical engineering, they will design the system, where to put the system. But the architects, we have to design the appropriate area to locate the lift and also escalator. Tu yang sometimes when we come to a designer space, we neglect. Okay, another thing is electrical services. Mechanical engineer is not enough for us. We must be friend. We must be friend with electrical. Okay. Okay. So electrical services, what are they doing? Lighting design. Maknanya we must connect with the lighting. A building without lighting. Macam tadi you are doing gallery now. Lighting to give a light to your sculpture. Become very impressive to public. So you must have the screen to promote the product. Okay, what is all about towards the product. Nowadays they don't use poster, but they use IT poster. Okay, and power. Of course, you need to know how much power do you need for gallery. The power is totally different from your retreat house. Okay, and voltage optimization. Okay, voltage optimization and security system, of course, the building. So how this electrical engineer can connect together with architect? Apa yang perlu security system? Architect to design a place for control room and allocate 2 person to be inside the control room to get the security, to get the building is very security. So what is the task from architect? So do you have any kind of imagination and also the ideas? What is the task from architect? Nampak tak tugas architect? Okay. So this is actually a very interesting lah. So we are come into a very serious part, very serious stage. Okay. When you become an architect here, so you need to understand those stages, where to come, how to come, when the architects contribute to the building. Okay. This is a person. If the architect has no knowledge at all, that's why this class is very important tau, because third year they don't have services anymore. So you have to master at this class. So let's say I'm giving the task to Ilya. Kita pergi tempat sekarang, you go to site, see what you can do. So you do not know if you don't have any knowledge, okay? What you're supposed to supervise at the site. You read the plan. Yes, you can read the plan now. You design. Yes, you can design now. But how does this thing function and have a teamwork between mechanical, the interrelationship between mechanical, between apa lagi, electrical engineer and architect. Apa task architect sebenarnya? Okay, you may read this one. Building services design and energy efficiency, lots of ways, solid, and also is because of architects punya decision where to allocate all those things. Lift, how does it look like? Bubble lift with glass screen. This will affect the cost. Okay, escalator. Now what? Escalator is very costly. How much? Okay, there are also the system, lighting system. Nowadays we are also use LED. Coming in PV solution. Nowadays you beware with the PV. What is PV? Photovoltaic. Photovoltaic. Everybody talk about PV. Everybody talk about everybody can say, oh, I can draw PV. I propose PV. But what is PV all about? Okay. And how PV can generate the electricity? Tu nak kena faham. So in this class, we will have the green technology later on your week 12, I think week 10 to week 14, because this kind of knowledge will embed in your design. Okay. And why the architects need to understand the climate? Because we need to know the orientation as well. Where we want to place the PV based on your identical on your orientation. Kalau if the orientation is on your south, the sun path is not accordingly. So why do you install that on your south area? This is you need to understand mapping with your environmental class. Inilah sebenarnya, this is what we want to learn, introduction of firefighting system, and passive and active firefighting system. Banyak firefighting system is because we do, before we design, we must understand the rules. Okay, let's say macam Iguan. Before I wish to know Iguan DP, I need to know the Iguan punya character. How is Iguan? If I about to give him cakes, what kind of cakes that he likes most? Does he like cake or he only like sweets? So you have to understand. Same goes to architect. If he or she wants to design, she needs to know what kind of regulation. Ni yang kita kata is just like lawyer, because you have the regulation to understand. If you are the lawyer, of course, you also need to understand this one. If you are the scientist, you need to know what kinds of do and don'ts. Sebab tu, I think nowadays, our background, our task now is everything similar to other prospect of job. Katalah nak jadi cikgu lah, dah tak minat arkitek. Sama juga arkitek as a teacher, as an academician. You also need to find out the rules, do and don'ts as a teacher. There are code of ethics. Nak jadi doktor, katalah this semester, tak naklah nak jadi arkitek, nak jadi lain. Sama je, it would be the same. Okay, so you are gonna familiarize with the mechanical system, vertical, building circulation. Building circulation ni, how you want to allocate, where you want to allocate the elevator, air condition system, okay, building automation system, and lastly we talk about green building services and future technology. I like green building because dia tidak menjadikan, this knowledge is not totally ask me to become a designer, because I'm also right now, Madam L and also the group searching as a researcher to make a change from the normal aircon to innovative aircon. Macam mana tu? Why? Because the innovative air condition right now is very costly. So what happened to our low cost area, low cost occupant, low cost public area, that public people that live in a low cost, they don't get enough fund to buy an aircon. So now I am designing a new aircon that is very cheap. Arkitek lah kena buat. Arkitek must collaborate with other engineer and also other discipline. Okay, arkitek boleh punya because we are the designer. We can design. Okay, for this class, I just give you the overview saja, the introduction for today, so that you akan appreciate dengan pelajaran services. You will appreciate to this class. You will appreciate to this course. Okay. So this is partly your seniors' work. Look at this one and very associated with your task. Okay. Your left side is actually your site plan. Like the first day, you are going to have a site analysis. So what you should do? You need to analyze the surroundings. You need to analyze here. What is surrounding here? Let's say this is your building. So radius for 2 kilometers. Services, site analysis, watch out. Please take a look at your connection. Apa dia? Water connection. Electrical connection. If water connection, you must have in your mind apa dia? Inlet and outlet. What is inlet outlet? Coming water and distribute. Bila distribute water meaning that it's a sewerage, pembuangan sewerage. You have to understand. Kalau tidak, how you want to keep your sewerage? So you must bring all those sewerage to distribute to other parts, to the collection main. Then from the main, they will distribute to the areas that already collected the sewerage from other buildings. Tahu sewerage tu apa? Sewerage, pembuangan daripada toilet. You buang, dia kena buang lah daripada bangunan. Okay? Okay, you have to understand also how this building will communicate through telecommunication. Maknanya kat situ, you kena tahu mana line telekom. Okay, nanti siapa yang group who did site analysis, you need to know. Okay, number one is the connection. Water supply. Tu namanya water supply. From where to where? The electricity. You need PNB. You need to know where is to supply the electricity. And also, you need to understand the sewerage system daripada pembuangan daripada ke mana dalam bangunan. Okay. And for the right side, you come to be a very detail dekat sini because how to connect people to be in your building. Okay, look at your right side. I think I might widen a bit. Okay, this is your seniors example drawing. When you come to your okay, what you should make first? It's a receptionist. So what you should have at your receptionist area is a table. It's your display area. Okay, see. And also you need to get to other story. You need lift. Betul tak? Lift. You need to have lift. And how you want to start to design a lift. Okay, so then we need to refer to building bylaw. We open up building bylaw. Later on, I will open up the building bylaw to see what are the exact size, what are the appropriate size for OKU, non-privileged people, OKU with wheelchair, and also the passenger is us, public, and also how this lift is the bomba lift. Do you know what is bomba lift?
Yes, it's for the fire.
Fire escape. Yeah.
Fire.
Alright, fire escape. And you may say that some of the option here, from one story to another story, this is not only for lift. You need to place somewhere there the elevator. Elevator. Tahu elevator? Okay, where you want to allocate those things? Arkitek nak design mana tu? Where? And also the control room, Pak Guard. Okay, where Pak Guard, the guards and also the control room, the officer that in charge of the connection of the security system. So architect need to design where. You can't simply put the control room at behind or in the middle of building. This control room, the officer need to see people in and out and also the security. Security. People want to flash the card before you enter. So this is the mindset that architects need to have in their mind. Okay. Okay, now you dapat sikit lah kan? Okay. So normally, we go for the transportation right now. How you gonna design? Of course, dia katakan a group of core core dia. Lift tu ada core dia. Bersama-sama lift, we call it as a services area. Normally at this area, you have to get to know what is the right size for the communication system. There is a piping here. There is a electrical meaning that switching and also the piping for the electrical from upper floor to down floor. They connect to each other. Riser must be vertical. You must design the same location at all floors. You cannot simply, you cannot simply, this floor I want to design here on the right side. The next floor, second floor, I want to design somewhere here. Cannot, because it has to be, the wiring has to be vertically connected to one floor to another floor. Okay? Okay, yang ni boleh faham understand a little bit and also how to check this is going to be a parallel. So when you are designing a section, see, it has to be vertically. Lift, you cannot be lift here and second floor is on your right side. Your floor is on your left side. It has to be vertical. Kan? Macam mana? How this lift can turn up left and right? And at the same time, you have to understand how is the system for wiring above your ceiling area. That is why you in bylaws, you need to understand what is the viable height. What is the height needed for, let's say for public gallery. Gallery to public area. So you cannot design for 2 meters. In bylaw, this is the minimum. The maximum would be, the minimum would be 2.4, 2.7 meters. Because 2.7 is clear. Clear means not floor to floor. It's from the ceiling to your floor finish level. Floor finish level tu di atas tile tu. Okay, tu clear. Okay, girls, boleh ikut girls. Baru ada 27 orang, so 3. Okay. Haris? Haris okay, Haris?
Okay, madam.
Faham tak? Very light and easy lah. Today very light and easy, but to get your understanding on this kind of services, why is it very important, Haris? Don't sleep. Zul ada Zul? Zul.
Ada, madam.
Alright. Dengar suara. Semangat.
InsyaAllah.
Okay. Tak apa. This semester kena semangat lebih because this is quite tough. Tapi we try to help you all. Okay, that is why when you do the section, it's not on the structure side. See at this area, ni your senior punya works. You have to think about the ceiling because all those piping, all those line will be between. This is your concrete. Ni concrete you, ni beam you, and this is your ceiling. So wiring, where you want to punch in? Dekat kawasan sini ni. You see my my scroll? Nampak kan? Girls. Bukan buat kek je girls. Bangunan pun kena faham ni, mana wire you nak punch in, right. So, this architects punya creativity, sometimes when you ask other people that are not fond to design, they just say, you can fix out of the wall. But as an architect, we have to make the aesthetic value of the building somehow or rather we cover. Sometimes we propose, okay, let's say there is a rainwater downpipe coming in. Nampak tak cantik kan rainwater downpipe tu sometimes, people propose, the contractor just install it somewhere here. But the architect has the option to cover it, maybe with the mineral fiber board to cover the rainwater downpipe. Nampaklah cantik and they colour bersama. Okay, tak apa. I will show you the images. If it is not being supervised well by the architect, what happened to the building? This is what you should do, what you should have in your final project gallery. Ini the 27 student. This is the overview of the submission. Maknanya fire, it has to be vertically drawn here. Ini final requirement. Without this, you cannot to second semester. And this is the aircon from ground floor, first floor, second floor, and this is your water distribution. See, the water distribution, it has to be vertical. Dia sengit-sengit. They don't say that it has to be on the right side, corner to the left side, a bit 45 degree. No, because the piping, how you want to install the piping, it has to be vertically. Macam tu. Okay, jelas. Tu yang kita kena belajar. That's why service is very important. Okay, bernafas sedikit. Any question now? Any question? Anis. Ya, siapa?
Saya Qayyim.
Qayyim. Buka sikit Qayyim. Lama tak nampak Qayyim ni. How are you?
Fine.
Baik fine. Alhamdulillah. Okay.
Sound system termasuk dalam building service juga ke?
Ya, itu kat situ BAS tadi. Your second slide. You still can see this one? You still can see tak? Building automation system. Building automation system.
Oh, itu sound system lah tu.
Kat situ include all. Sebab tu kalau misalnya you are designing a performance area ataupun you may say have the gallery, it's a hall. So you need to design a space where people can control kat situ, sound system. Nampak tak? Biasa dekat cinema, panggung wayang. Satu lagi you can see those control room at a multi-purpose hall at the upper level, upper floor. Betul tak? Dan ini, pergi panggung wayang tak? You go to cinema? So you may say that you may to explore where those people sit in this area. So architect need to design tau. Architect need to allocate where is the space for them. Nampak tak kerja architect susah tau. Tapi with this knowledge, insyaAllah, this is our responsibility. Okay, any other question? I open to question. Okay, any other question? Hanan? Okay, I want to check each of you. You kena, kelas dengan Madam L memang macam ni. Your senior tahulah kelas dengan Madam L tak boleh nak tidur. Oh, Adiba, any question?
No, madam.
Madam afraid that when come to your week 6, week 6, week 4 and week 6 too, it's already your individual task. So this semester, we want to make everybody familiarized with your design. That is why your assignment, we want to make it simple. We want to make it simple, so I am using your design class studio punya apa tu, design works. Okay. So that when you have your design at first stage and on week 4, week 5, after you do your site analysis, I want you to use your plan from your design to insert, embed the lift, the escalator if you have escalator. If you don't have escalator, it's okay. And where you want to allocate the control room, where you want to design the aircon, where you want to have the aircon, what type of aircon for your proposed building. That is why when come to week 14, you can solve those services area and you can provide a good schematic drawings. Macam ni, this one. Schematic drawing. Okay, schematic drawing like this. Okay, ini wajib. It's a compulsory. Everybody needs to provide this. Okay, without this you cannot pass. Okay, alright. Okay, get ready. Lepas ni, okay, 5 minutes off. Diminum dulu. So we will come back with regulation. Dah macam lawyer pula. Kena tahu regulation apa. That is why I'm saying that. It's very interesting. Arkitek bukan design saja, dia meliputi semua. Artwork, yes. Regulations just like lawyer pun, yes. Kadang-kadang macam ala-ala polis pula, you kena tahu. Okay, rules, do and don'ts, akta mana. Yang ketiga is apa lagi? It's a chemist, yes, it's a chemist. Sebab you need to know. Kadang-kadang the liquid, the component. Cumanya we are not the chemist to do the material. We justify this material can be used when where we want to locate. So kalau siapa nak jadi chemist, kat sini. Kita pun boleh jadi chemist. Tak jadi pelakon boleh juga kat sini. So we a very variety task kita. Tukang masak. Boleh jadi tukang masak. I pun tukang masak juga. Tapi while I'm doing my cooking, I'm thinking, my kitchen, macam mana nak kitchen, best kitchen. Sometimes, our mother says, Faiza, boleh you design my kitchen tak? Alamak, mak nak kitchen yang best. Mak nak kitchen yang very technologically adapted. Alamak, what is that? So architect need to have this one. Katalah Fahmi, my theatre area, you get the client theatre nak buat designing a theatre in the house. Orang kaya kan, orang kaya don't imagine they want to have one floor semua theatre for the kids. Okay, one of my client they want to design a space for the children that has a insulation because he wants to play game. Masya Allah, game. Very, I tak tahu game sekarang pun Mobile Legend and whatever. Okay. So they ask me to design what kind of the insulation and how this will tie with the system, audio system. That is why this is important. Okay, take a break. Take a break dulu. We will coming back. Siapa nak pergi toilet dulu. Right. Design. How to connect our thinking process to application, because I think that you may say that, alamak, it's very difficult for me to adapt everything. No, it's very simple. That's why the second topic would be the regulation partly, so that everybody knows what is the limitation, okay? To design a lift, of course, you want to get the knowledge. What is the exact size? When you are doing site analysis, those group who did your site analysis, you must have the size, the right size. Okay, can everybody try or download building bylaw, the latest building bylaw 2010 building bylaw. Ada tak? Sekejap. Okay. Tadi I already informed to you what you need to know when you have in group site analysis. There must be a group that tackle the bylaw. Betul tak? Is it correct? Bylaw? Okay, I'm sharing with you now the slide. So, boleh ikut can follow to make a route escape for occupant to go out from the building within 1 hour. You just imagine the shopping complex like KLCC. KLCC, if there's a fire, it's on fire, there are a lot of occupants there, I think about 1,000, but within 1 hour, everybody must evacuate total from the building. Macam mana tu? You are running, but some of the cases they can't get out from the building. Okay, so you need to understand where is the fire detection, fire fighting access. You need to understand 6 schedule and 7 schedule. This is very important to your design, not only for this class. We are mapping with the services class. Apa ni unprotected max travel distance? Apa tu max travel distance? This is where you need to design the distance from one to another. Your fire staircase. So of course your gallery will have a few fire staircases there, not only one set of fire staircase. Okay, a lot. Okay, this is based on your maximum travel distance. And also you need to know the passive and active. What is passive and active? Kalau dekat sini, they call it as a kehendak menentang kebakaran. Okay, Hiba, I will find you the English part. Okay, so this is actually I will find you the English part. So some of the bylaws they write in English and also they write in Bahasa. So you may say that this is the English part. You need to understand what is the purpose group. Maknanya, is your building for public? Is your building for student, for school category, housing category? So gallery is on the public category, commercial. And these are all the sections. When you talk to people, okay, when you talk to Abang Bomba, so my staircase is accordingly to bylaw, according to section 140. You kena faham, you kena understand this one. You cannot just simply, okay, according to fire regulation in bylaw, this is just a general, but you have to in-depth on which section does the bylaw says about fire appliances. Okay. All right. Okay, because bylaws is a lot of bylaws, we just attach to what is the needed. Okay, so let's say that this is actually the route, escape route. So this is just a very basic thing, meaning that this is all those officers, this is a fire staircase, and this is a lift. So where is actually you need to design a lift, and where is the best place, the best area to design and to locate the lift area. This is also need to understand what is the height of the building. That is why when you try to design, when come to week 4 or week 5, to your individual stage, you need to understand, you need to identify what is the height of your building based on your sketch. That is why you need to sketch from the earlier stage. Cannot simply use computer straightly, you move your cursor and do the floor. You have to sketch first to identify where is the exact level. And see whether your accessibility is actually about 1/2 quarter of the land side. It's okay. Today is just introduction. I am doing the calculation based on your drawing on week 4 later on. Okay. This is just introduction. What is inside your building bylaw? So it's also related to mathematics a bit. The calculation, how you want to find the volume. The volume, how you calculate the volume? Kuan, how you calculate the volume of the space? Panjang kali lebar kali tinggi. Width times, apa tu? The height times width.
Times
Yeah. So you get your measurement on your volume. So based on the volume, let's say this is the building. So you have to refer to the schedule. This schedule you can't calculate, is already there in the bylaw. It's already there. Minimum perimeter, meaning that 3/4 of the site here to allocate your accessibility for bomber, for fire, fire engine to move around within your building. Okay, this is the schedule. So same goes to this one. This is a fire staircase. Where you want to allocate the fire staircase? What is the size actually for public? And you do have the opening at your fire staircase. The material, the size, the thickness of the wall. These are all stipulated in your building bylaw. And of course here, is there any place to put your ducting pipes? All right. Okay. Why you have to know this one? Because when you are designing the partition or the wall, you have to think along with the piping that will goes from down here up vertically to your upmost story. Let's say you are having what? Riser. Apa? What is inside riser? Telecom wiring. Okay, what else? The electrical, the piping for cold water, hot water if necessary, cold water lah. Okay, that is why you need to locate kat mana, where. So somehow or other, we can refer back to the drawing just now I am showing to you. Okay. Mana tadi? Okay. See this, that you design the area, we call it as, this is partly as a services area that will allocate all those piping and wiring vertically. This is in the drawing, you may try to design as it is, but with the reference to how much the height, the size of the area. But that is why you need to have this as to refer how much is actually the space required. Okay. Okay, just now I mentioned only lift. Yeah, only lift, only escalator. But that one, they can move, they can make it function without the wiring part and also the automatic, meaning that the automation part. In bylaw, you may see that there is a passive and active design. So passive is without automation. What is the area that without automation? It's a staircase. So you need to understand where is the staircase to be located in your drawings, in your design. So might as well that in this bylaw you need to understand the travel distance. Apa tu travel distance? Travel distance is a distance from one staircase to another staircase. Allow people to evacuate the building during on fire. Okay, faham? Faiza, ada soalan tak? Up to here, I think takut you all dah jumble out with those things. Any question? Faiza, any question tak?
No, madam.
Okay, so far boleh
Madam,
Yeah.
Madam, I want to ask, for the space for the fire resistant, right? Do we need to divide the space, or we can just combine the space with other space? For example, we put the fire resistant space with maybe what we call lobby space. We combine it together. Is it can or not?
Okay, that's why when we are designing a space, okay, ada kawasan that we call it as a nettable area, gross floor area. Gross floor area meaning that all those things, okay, look at this drawing. These are all gross floor area, gross, keseluruhan, the total floor area. When we call it services area, it only consists of toilet. There is a connection with the water supply, ada toilet area, okay, control system room, this is toilet, okay, this is passive area, passive fire staircase, ini services dalam kategori services. There are also electrical area here, wiring, the board, switchboard, everything. So, and also lift. Okay, these are also we call it as a services area. By right, your welcoming area here, the lobby, is actually your function area. Okay, when we call it as a nettable area, meaning that they are most probably on the office, office ni, tempat yang disewakan, nettable area normally. People will occupy the area the maximum 8 hours. So that one is a nettable. When you come to, let's say, shop lots. So this is actually considered as your rentable area, net area. But your circulation, what is your circulation? Corridor, corridor to connect from one room to another room. This is actually we also call it as a services partly. Partly. So this is a function area because they would be activity somewhere at the lobby. Receptionist. So receptionist is not a services. Services apa yang fungsi dalam ni? Okay, I buat quiz nanti. Services apa yang terkandung dalam services area? But when we call it as a transportation area, This is not transportation area. Vertical electrical ni semua, telecommunication, ada wire telecom, wire telefon ni semua. No. Transportation area is a place where to move people from one place to another place. Transportation area is a lift. Betul tak? Dia menggerakkan orang from one space to another space. Lift and escalator. That is transportation system. Toilet? Is toilet transportation system? No, it's a inside the category services, because inside there would be a piping, cool water, sewerage system, okay, pembuangan, toilet, okay. Okay, until here, understand tak? Very fundamental ni, okay.
Understand, madam.
Understand, madam.
Right.
Understand,
madam. Okay, semua A. Hari ni semua A. Nanti I soal sekejap lagi. A ke tak?
So basically, madam, for the services space, we need to divide it lah kan? They have a special.
It's not divide. You need to design. We can't say divide, because if you divide, how you want to divide? This is not mathematics. This is design. Design means that okay, look at this. Lama. It's not so well image. Okay, see how this one. This is tie back to your design. I can foresee that this area is a lobby. Lobby need to provide very huge, wide, welcoming area. That's a sitting. You have to think about where the receptionist, the display area, to show that pusat apa, gallery, rumah panjang. Where you want to allocate all those name of the building. So at the display area, where? At the lobby area, where? So you have to design. Okay. Okay, ni baru gallery. So what are the requirements needed in the gallery? Can somebody see back what is embed in your design? Dah buka design class. That always they already have design class kan? Sekejap. Okay, any other ni? Ai, baru 29. 29 at 30. Mak Ai. Alia. I wish to meet Alia Farina. Alia Farina, how are you? Girls.
Hi, madam.
Okay tak?
Okay, okay.
Faham Aisyah?
Yes, madam.
Any question from you so far?
For the time being, no.
Okay. Right Balkis okay? Balkis masuk lewat ni. Balkis?
Yes, madam.
Yeah, Balkis, where are you? Okay, are you okay so far? Any questions?
So far, I'm okay. No.
All right, okay. So for this class, we have to tackle also your design stage. So at the moment, have you been to, virtual site? Ikhwan, you already distribute into forms, into groups,
Yes, madam.
So I think for today it's very benefit to those group who handle the services part, insight analysis, to see how is the connection, getting from where to where, and the main connection, distribute to where. I think you have to find, even though you are in virtual site visit. Wow, virtual site visit. Okay, we continue. Mana tadi we continue back. So today is just the fundamental definition. What is travel distance? Later we calculate. Look at here. Why this is very important when talk about the travel distance, okay? Let's say you're building your area. You have to provide another partition or another wall. There is a regulation, and this you have to find where is the main door to escape. So you may find that in area, if you are proposing another wall somewhere here, so from this door to the end of the area, it needs to be only 6 meters. What happens if more than 6 meters? The why? People cannot escape within 1 hour or 2 hours according to your specification. And this is actually the door, fire door. Fire door, it has to be fire door because it will detect if there is on fire. So the door is about 1 hour or 2 hours prevent from the fire. That's why we call it as a fire door. Okay. So normally for building less than 12 meters, you can provide only 1 door. With the reason your building is only for residential, not for public. But your gallery now is meant for public. Even though your building is less than 12 meters, you need to provide another secondary access. That's why you need 2 staircases. Okay, no 2 staircases. Right, tengok images. See the image like this. Hiba, are you still okay? You understand why sometimes of the building only 1 staircase, 2 staircases, 3 staircases, or even 4 staircases because of the distance. This is a very fundamental design. You need to know what is the maximum for straight and riser. What is straight and riser for the staircase? So this is very much relate to your design. Later on, you will design how much steps that needed. Okay. So based on bylaws, this is your straight. Ini yang memanjang ni yang meninggi. Vertical here we call it as riser. So take this one. Okay. Minimum is 255 mm. Minimum. What happens if we minimum is you can provide 270 here, but you cannot provide 250 or 245. Why? Ikhwan, you have a reason? Can you share? Is there any reason? Kenapa tak boleh provide? Kenapa tak boleh design less than 255? Dia kata ni minimum. Minimum meaning that only 255 and above. You cannot go lower than this number. Why?
Sebab takut masa kita tengah lari-lari tu nanti ada yang terselia sebab dia punya tangga kecil sangat.
Okay, but the priority is Allah telah menciptakan jenis kaki kita begitu. Okay, Allah already create our feet to be like that. If your step becomes smaller and within the duration to evacuate the building, you have to run very fast, kan? So your feet cannot step accordingly to the staircase step. That is why they must provide a 255 is the minimum. You cannot draw 240, 249, 250. No. This will cause accident to human, to occupant. If the architect draws wrongly, dosa. Okay, sebab not according to the accurate what is required, because abang bomber, the rules already tested with this kind of measurement. The people can evacuate the building safely. Less than this, sorry, bye-bye, you will accidentally fall. Okay. All right. So remember, this one where you want to refer. The width of the step riser Okay, see the riser pula. The riser. The riser here, why? 180 mm maximum. You cannot go higher. 185, can or not? Siapa ni? I want to ask. Dawa, you silent. Dawa.
Yes, madam.
Can I say that you need to design 185 here?
Cannot.
Because the maximum required is only 180.
Yes.
So normally people can go for 150. Then 150 is a general lah, very normal measurement 150. And this one the trade is 275 or 300. See what is the function. If this is fire escape, you can use this measurement. If for publics needs you to have lots of people arriving the area, you can have larger riser. Maknanya it can be up to 300 mm here. Okay. The thread. Okay. Alright. Faham ni Dawa?
Faham, madam.
Okay. Lama tak tengok Dawa ni Tengok. First year rambut lain, sekarang second year lain. That's why ada Dawa ke ni? Is that Dawa? Right. Okay.
Yes.
Style lain Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so far macam tu lah. We talk about bylaws. Yang ni you have to read, you have to analyze. Okay, this is not your level yet. Protected lobby is needed. Because protected lobby ni, you have to protect, you have to provide a door, fire door, and the wall with the thickness, butter tu thick, 230 mm. How? When to apply this? It's based on your height of the building. So, how many story you should provide for your gallery? Ada tak berapa? Bro dah cakap. Bro Nesh, lebih kurang. More or less.
Lebih kurang 2 story.
2 story.
Hmm.
Okay, 2 story. It's about 12 something, 13 story, 13 meters height kan? So you don't need protected lobby. Third year, you need. Third year, second semester, because the building up to 8 story. Yes. Somehow, you may or may not need the protected lobby. Okay. Tapi I'm just giving you the fundamental. Okay. So this is also you have read. Okay. By the way, siapa pembantu Ikhwan tadi? Who is the assistant Ikhwan? Or any? Okay. Have you make a form for your site analysis group? Form a group? Have you formed a group for site analysis? Okay. Who are the person in charge on bylaw?
Wait. Legal and services, right, madam?
Yes, legal and services. Siapa? Who are the person?
Luqman, Adam
Luqman, are you
Salihin.
there? Sorry, slow. Luqman, are you there?
Yes, madam.
Luqman, your responsibility, Luqman, to find. Lagi, Luqman, siapa lagi?
Adam Salihin.
Adam, where are you, Adam? Ada Adam?
Okay, madam.
Okay, Adam ada, right. Lagi, siapa lagi?
Nur Akilah.
Nur Akilah. Okay, only 3 These 3 person ni, lagi who else?
Faika dan Hidayati.
Okay, Faika dia tak dapat. Nanti you have to convey this lah to Faika. Tu sampaikan salam takziah lah untuk Faika. Satu lagi, siapa?
Nur Hidayati.
Nur Hidayati. Nur Hidayati, are you there? Nur Hidayati, are you here? No. Okay, tak ada. Macam mana tu? Tak ada. Okay, I will text Nur Hidayati, tak ada dekat sini. Okay.
Ada madam on chat.
On chat, dia ada masalah speaker Dia tanya dia Ikhwan.
Okay.
Okay, why? This why people ni, your role and responsibility on having a information to services. If the information from you is not accurate, satu class, the whole class will not get the right condition of the drawings and also the information. You are very important people, guys. So my task today for you to download PDF, the latest bylaws regulation, and distribute to your student, your friend. Okay, you have to find. So my slide, this is already summarized, because in bylaws there's a lot pages. You do not know where to read first, where to allocate your understanding. So this is already summarized, but you need to know the overview, the overall on this regulation. Okay, so tadi siapa tapi? Nur Hidayati apa? Hidayati. Tak ada Hidayati.
Mic dia tak okay.
Oh, okay, mic tak okay. But you can hear me Ada you chat. I tengok chat. Mic tak okay. Oh, okay, ada. Okay, Hidayati. Right. So girls, I understand that girls, afterwards, why we have to understand this regulation, because later on, my assignment will get a lot of sketches activities, sketches exercise. Okay, I need you to sketch. Okay, so this is back to our rules, regulation, fire protection. So how to identify how many fire staircase again. This is based on the category. You have to understand which category is your gallery. So gallery ni tempat apa? It's an office, it's an institution, it's a public space.
Perhimpunan.
Macam
Tempat
community
perhimpunan.
center.
Tempat perhimpunan.
Institution.
No, this is not institution. Institution adalah school. School. Dewan. Gallery is actually for the public. Who is your target? It's a public. So this is a recreational area, social area, so auditorium, gallery is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, category 7. Okay. Category 7. When you open up at schedule 5, okay. Adam boleh tolong cari Adam. Adam, can you upload the PDF bylaw, Adam? Adam cari sekejap dah. Is your system okay? Sistem internet okay tak? Okay, carikan kejap. You upload. You have to, okay, this one you have to jot down. You have to open schedule 5. Find schedule 5 in your PDF bylaw. Inside your PDF, you can find this one. Category 7. Category 7. Group 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. You find first, okay? So inside there, you may read the description. After you read this description, that gallery is under this category, you have to find schedule 7. Okay, you right. Schedule 7 inside your bylaw. Okay, you have to find that first. Okay, later I will discuss. You have to find first. If not, you cannot imagine. Download first. Find schedule 5. See the category 7. Perhimpunan orang awam for public. And you find to schedule 7. Find what page of schedule 7. See the category 7. Okay. That's your homework first. Okay. Inside those schedule, they have lot of section underneath. So it called fire hydrant section. Okay, fire hydrant section. Fire extinguisher, where to allocate, is that necessary? Sprinkler system. Sprinkler system, tahu tak sprinkler apa? What is sprinkler? What is sprinkler? Okay. I get you this one. Sprinkler, the image of sprinkler. This is sprinkler. What is the function of sprinkler? When the building's on fire, okay, they will definitely, the irrigation sprinkler ni, they will coming sprinkle and the water sprinkle to the area. Nampak? Biasa office above your ceiling area. Keluarkan air. It's just like this is sprinkler, lawn sprinkler for landscape, but for offices, office sprinkler. See, this is a ceiling. Nampak ceiling? This is sprinkler. Biasa dekat hotel ada, fire, shopping complex ada. Okay. So like just I'm telling you previously, on the upper part sebenarnya at ceiling, in our ceiling area, there would be a water, cool water or hot water piping running above the ceiling area. Ceiling area, okay. If you take out the ceiling, okay, you may see that these are the piping happen at your above your head, above your ceiling area. Ini berlaku. And also they have a fire sprinkler. Fire sprinkler is for the high-rise building, high-rise building. I'm not so sure whether because you are only designed for 2 stories, so no need fire sprinkler. But if you are designing more than 8 story, you need fire sprinkler because your building exceed 18.5 meters height. Jaga dah ni. Okay. Now you sekarang tengah adapt. In your first services, do you also learn about this fire protection, Dawa? Your services 1. You mute. What do you learn in your services 1?
In services 1, I think we not learn about the fire sprinkler or fire safety, but I think we generally learn about the water system, plumbing system, electrical system.
For housing kan? For housing kan?
For housing.
Okay, sebenarnya it's more or less the same. But
Oh.
now gallery is larger, right? More complex. More complex. Previously, your housing is only one story. One story is, let's say, about 6 meter lah from top rooftop. But for the ceiling height to your finished floor level is only 3 meters, kan? Now, 2 story meaning that another story on top. So your building, it may be 8 meters. It may be based on your design lah. It's based on your design. That is why more system to be included in the building. Nampak tak? The more higher of the building, the more system that you need to include to make it function. So very complex. Tapi Syok, if you know this kind of information, you can design whatever story. So in fire hydrant, fire sprinkler, this is what I'm telling you, mean of escape. Mean of escape ni untuk apa? Untuk menyelamatkan diri daripada kebakaran when the building is on fire. So need mean of escape to be designed properly, especially where you want to allocate your fire staircase, where you want to allocate your you live area. Okay, provide fire access, lobby, fire staircases. On your right, on your left side is all the section you can find in your bylaws nanti. Okay. Okay, dry riser and wet riser. What is the meaning of dry riser and wet riser? This section you need to understand. Okay, kita tengok what is the image of dry riser. See, apa dia dry riser ni? Where you want to allocate them in the. This is actually for fire juga. Some of the area, see, they just provide a box. Biasanya a box inside here is only steel. Where you want to design to put all these things? At the services area. Services area. I'm telling already, services area di mana? Ni. Okay, jap. Pecah pula. Services area meaning that somewhere here at grid 10 to 11. So you have to design all this piping will come in vertically at this area. Bukan, cannot be at the middle here. Cannot be at the lobby here. No, don't. Cannot be sometimes at the learning area or what? The office in the middle. Cannot. You specify them has to be at the you zone kan, zone area of the services. Come back. Dry riser. Okay. This is when the fire engine comes, they just the water, they just like the water through the piping from the dry riser inlet, tu namanya. So they just provide a place, apa tu namanya, the pipe somewhere here. See, you may see kan, this image ada pipe saja ni, ada tempat fix kan, the water from fire engine, then they disperse to other floor. They disperse. That what is dry riser. This is the dry riser outlet. So they need pump. Kalau ada dry riser, they must have pump. Okay. Okay, what is wet riser? Ni dalam soalan selalu keluar ni. Wet riser. What is the difference between wet riser and dry riser? Okay. I repeat. Look at this image. Dry riser, when the fire engine come, they just tap the hose, water, inlet, so the area of fire dry riser. Dia tap je. So air pun keluar. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. Normally for high-rise building, we need dry riser. Why? It's because water pressure won't be adequate. Tak cukup water pressure. So there must have a dry riser there. To allow the valve access, the valve access. Okay, so itu adalah one of the reason. Okay, tengok sini apa dia. Wet riser pula. Wet riser. Okay, ini sebenarnya nanti the next. Tetapi kita today just to know the exact vocab in services. Okay, so that you familiarize. Wet riser. So wet riser are permanently charged with water. Okay. And dry riser do not contain water inside. They need the fire engine with the hose, fix, connect, barulah keluar air. There's a water from the fire engine. Okay, the dry riser is only the a place, the hole, the pipe there without water. But wet riser, they are permanently charged with water. They have to supply water. Inside wet riser has a water. Okay, we see the image here. Ni dalam. Okay. If you cut this pipe, there is water inside. But for wet riser, no. There's no water unless you connect the hose from the fire engine. There would be water running through the pipe. Okay. Wet riser is always charged with water. Whatever time you cut here, there will be a water here. Okay. Okay, come back to here. So when you read your bylaw, you already understand those words. And fire alarm system. Why you need fire alarm system? So you are referring just now, Schedule 5 to know the category of building, Schedule 7 to know the travel distance. Why? Because when you want to design a staircase, you need to know what is the travel distance from one place to another place that need one staircase there. And that one is passive design. And you need to understand what is active system. Active system that need the automation. Fire alarm system in Schedule 10. You need to find these three schedules first. Schedule 5, Schedule 7, Schedule 10. Inside Schedule 10, the content of Schedule 10, they tell you how many fire alarm system for security needed in the building. Okay, I'm showing to you, if you're gonna do the submission to Bomba, when you work with industry, you are preparing Bomba submission, okay, for approval. So you need to identify the location, proposed location for fire alarm. Okay, I stop dulu sementara. I stop. Any question? So today just to understand the vocab, the words, the wording. These wordings The image would be like this. Okay. Any question? Boleh.
Madam,
Okay. Siapa
for
tu?
the Ilya,
Ilya. Oh, Ilya.
for the wet riser, does it mean that if it's leak, the water will running endlessly? Or okay, that's the question. What's for the wet riser?
Okay, wet riser.
Kalau
Okay.
kalau bocor, water tu will still
Yes.
running or
Yes. Tetapi dia ada tempat untuk control dia punya. Okay, see back this images. Mana images wet riser. Okay. Sebab tu dia tak boleh bocor. No. Okay. So dekat sini dia ada, you can open up here. So if let's say on the upper floor they want to have maintenance, they will close down the pipe by using this tab. They screw the tab, betul. So they need this thing to control. Boleh Ilya? If they open this one all the way up, there's a water charge inside here. But let's say there's a maintenance happen at upper floor, they have to close the pipe. Okay? They may
Okay,
say
madam.
the announcement like it's just like our ni lah, our building Tamhidi. Our building Tamhidi, they want to clean up the tank at the rooftop area. They will close so that the water is not coming out. So they control from there. Okay.
Madam, for the wet riser, it get the water from fire engine.
No, from the tank. Kita ada tank. Right. I tunjuk gambar. Wet riser dia ada tank dia.
For the dry riser.
Dry riser lain. Dry riser get the water directly daripada fire engine. Dia ada bawa air dia dalam fire engine dan dia tap melalui hose. Turunkan hose dia. You know what is hose? Yang macam fire apa tu? Hose reel tu. Hose. So dia sambungkan, connect the water. Dalam fire engine tu dia ada water tank dia sendiri kat situ. To supply water dekat tempat yang tak ada pressure. Menghadapi masalah pressure air.
Okay.
So they need, okay. Tetapi kalau wet riser, dia ada tank dia. Okay, see, tengok dia punya ni. Nampak ni. Atas kat roof ni, ada tank. Ini untuk big building lah. For you, is only quarter of it. Ni dia punya tank. Supply your wet riser. Because there's always ada air inside the pipe. Okay, this is the diagrammaticnya. This is the diagrammatic. Storage tank here. Understand?
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Okay, sekejap But anyway, you can also get your own research on this. Sekejap, mana tadi the image? Because sometimes, because this is the first time you vetting the bylaws and at the same time you get familiar with the terms. Nampak? There's a tank. Where the connection? That is why during site analysis you need to know where is the main distribution pipe from the land here. Let's say the land here, somewhere here, Then there might be underneath the piping, and dia ada kena ada pump. So the water will pump into the tank, go up vertically here, and store the water inside the storage tank. Then they distribute kat mana? Kat toilet, okay. Ada yang fire tank, tu kat situ wet riser. Ada fire tank, ada domestic tank. So at our roof area, there would be not only one tank. Ada a few tank. Fire tank, storage tank for domestic water. So they need pump untuk pump air. So they distribute to each level. Right. Okay, nanti kita akan belajar. This is on the week 5, week 4 kita akan belajar the water distribution on the water supply. Today I just want you to familiarize all those the words so that when you read, okay, you tahu how does it look like. Okay. You need to understand also hose reel. Apa tu hose reel? Why do you need hose reel? Hanan, why do you need hose reel?
For untuk nak distribute the water from one place to one place efficiently. Kena ada reel yang macam apa? Specified dia untuk tu. Kan?
During the building on fire.
During
Kena
fire.
cakap on fire sebab dia adalah untuk kebakaran. Okay. Hose reel system. So for the architect, we need to understand where we want to allocate those hose reel. We cannot simply design a place for hose reel. Okay, so kita tengok the image hose reel dia macam mana. This is hose reel. Ada semua tahu hose reel. Dia tak pernah tengok lagi hose reel. Dekat Tamhidi at your back side of the studio, they have one closet. Inside there, when you open up, there would be one fire hose reel. So the fire, how does this works? This hose reel must have fire tank. Dia ada tank dia tersendiri. There is a tank on top of the roof that distribute the water. Tank tu ada water. So when you press here, kalau nak cuba, bahaya ni dekat Tamhidi when you want to try it. So you are using this hose reel to distribute water. But there is a regulation inside building bylaw. You cannot simply place hose reel. They must be 30 meters from the first exit of the entrance. Okay, I will show you the plan. Ni plan kita. Wait. See, this is the plan. This is the frontage, the opening. The welcoming area, the front door, okay? From the front door, you calculate 30 meters and you will allocate your first hose reel in box hose reel. You cannot simply put outside of the wall, but you have to provide the casing. This is required by Bomba. Mana see back the images. See? Nampak tak? Fire hose reel dalam inside the case dia. Dia ada case dia. Dia ada case. Okay, hose reel in building. Nampak ni? So sometimes architects, they design seterus kat dalam wall. embed terus dalam wall so that they have a very clean wall. But of course, you cannot change the color. It has to be red color. You cannot change to nak blue color lah, nak orange ke, nak chocolate, nak green color. No. This is based on the rules by Bomba. It has to be red, red, red. Nampak? Normally, Bomba will ask you to put in the case as per image. Okay, refer to this image, host field. Okay, once you have this, meaning that you need to provide on top, there would be tank. Mana tengok sikit. Dia kena ada tank somewhere here. You have to think where you want to allocate the tank according to your height of the roof. Nampak tak? So masa you buat site analysis nanti, when you do the site analysis, you already think about where to allocate what is supposed to, what are the area, what are the distance, what are the height that should allocate your tank. Nampak tak? Site analysis is not only virtual, happy, fun, okay, what is the height of the leveling, not only that, but you need to think about what is the height, meaning that the height of the building is very important for you to allocate what is the sizing and what is the distance. Terus masuk dalam kepala. Okay, put inside your head. Manage your building. That is why how that this system will work. Like my first slide, building management is very, very important. Okay. Stop here until what time? Until this is according to your electricity management, your water management, everything to be included in building management. Okay. Sikit lagi I'm about to finish up this thing so that you may familiar when you read back your, but in bahasa slightly perkataan dia like pancur basah, okay, wet riser, pancur basah, okay, wet riser. This is actually happen in at your services area, at your tank, roof area, fire tank. So when you have the opportunity to visit building, make sure you go up to the roof area. You may see how they allocate, how the piping works. Yeah. Okay. And also there's a room here for carbon dioxide. Ni very typical. This is if you come across, when you visit a building, you may come across with a room with carbon dioxide extinguishing system. Apa dalam dia? Benda-benda ni lah, these are the images. Jadi this one is a active system sebab dia memerlukan electricity to function the item. Penggera kebakaran. So this is actually the fire alarm. Kring, kring, kring here. And fire smoke detector. Smoke detector is actually at your ceiling area. Fire detector to detect fire, to detect smoke. So that's why we call it smoke detector. This is the image. When there is a leaking, if those, let's say the building maybe the function of the building may be industrial area, so they may be detect the leaking for gases. So if it's a leaking somewhere here, so the alarm will function. Ni image dia lah. Tu yang ada sprinkler function, ada water spray, water spray. Okay. So normally you may find this area at the basement where they are having the piping for water tank. This is extract fan to extract This is for ventilation. Those area who are really at the center, they need the mechanical. We call it extract fan. Yeah. Okay, we are almost come to the end. This is the control system that you need to design for. Normally at the ground floor area, beside lobby area, they must have a control room. So those officer will control the electrical punya appliances here, the computing system. They must have a plan. So how this can generate function to all story of the building. Dekat situlah dalamnya control room. Okay, yang buat fire, yang buat site analysis, legal and services, they need to know also. This wiring is taken from where? That is why when you do the site analysis, tengok image ni, site analysis, mana gambar? You understand fire, tengok, cari, tak jumpa, tanya. Where is fire hydrant? Where is the connection, the main distributor for tapping the water? Kat mana water dia? You may refer to side of the building. Kadang-kadang we cannot see, but we have to refer from the other building, the connection. Sometimes you cannot see because it's happened underneath the land, underneath the ground. So that is why you need to go to where? Majlis, local authority, to find out from PTG, pejabat galian, local authority. So legal, please go to local authority, find out who are the person in charge, talk, do the write a letter. Okay. Tu banyak tu site analysis because second year is already serious. Nampak tak? To become an architect. Dia dah tak boleh main-main. First year boleh main-main lagi. You can do the molding. Now the second year, otak you dah jadi seorang yang serious. A little bit because dah ada system that will make your building function. Okay. Okay, tak ada. Yang lain ni semua, I kata tadi, what I can tell you, these are the criteria in your building bylaw. Okay, your level only schedule 5, 7 and 10. Staircase design, please find 195, 197, 198 section because there would be a rules for dimension. Kena tahu, wajib tahu, it's compulsory for you to know. Cannot play dah. Alright. Exit design meaning that where you want to allocate your exit door. How is the circulation? Okay, look at this area. I'm not saying that this is the best design because you must have a clear circulation corridor in order for people to understand clearly where to enter the building and exit the building. So you may judge the building that you visit in future whether this building become a good building to be followed or become to be the example, or this is bad building. Bad building because when you come into the middle here, you cannot escape, you do not know where is the direction to escape. Kan? Okay. Nanti after MCO, you can have a visit to buildings. InsyaAllah, boleh kita pergi. I wish to bring you all to site construction area so that with a CAD, so we go visit and see. So for theory here, we just to understand the vocab, the term, the image there. How does it look like? If not, when I simply send Hiba to site. Hiba find this. Hiba cannot understand because she cannot imagine. So that's why we need to see the images here and the term, suitable term to be used. Okay. So in previous, I'm saying that the height of the building is a matter for us as a designer to decide which system can be used in the building. Since your building is only 2-story, it's okay. But this is for your year knowledge. Your knowledge cannot stop this semester. You have to bring this up to 3rd year, because when 3rd year you are designing 8-story building, when studio master says, who teach you services too? Madam Ellen. She did not teach me. Oh, watch out. I will catch you. Okay? Because 3rd year, 8-story, higher and complex. Okay. I think only this. Today we just get familiarized with this thing. So we have to know the fundamental, where to use, what to use, why. Okay, I'm coming back to my slide. Okay, coming back to your slide here. Okay, so get familiarized with here. I will post inside goal. We try. I will ask Ikhwan if I already insert all those things. So I will text Ikhwan. Ikhwan will inform everybody to refer back with the slide. Okay, baca. Can you baca? Itu baru satu. This is only the first category of first section of introduction of firefighting system and building passive and active system. So we will do some calculation for next week. Okay, if you already have your site area, please bring your site area. So we do the calculation together. Easy kan? Lagi senang, lagi masuk kepala. Right? So this knowledge can be adapted to your design studio. Lagi faham. Actually, we want to facilitate everybody to make fast of the design and to make your design is reliable. Alright, only that for today. So, other question? Is there any question? Alright, I stop share sekejap. Sementara ni, stop share sekejap. Okay. Okay, madam ada dalam I think 10 minutes untuk video, tapi sebelum video kita dah mengenal pasti the first week apa yang what is stated in your first week of the lecture to understand a very simple term in services. And I'm sharing to you again. Mana tadi? Okay, go Arslan, go Arslan. Don't sleep Arslan. Okay, Madam L nak cerita sedikit the rules in my class. Rules in my class is very simple and straightforward. Because I'm also is a very easy people to communicate. And very straightforward. I'm giving you the assignment the 3rd week nanti. So you have to adjust yourself. Please do have your own diary. So when I'm telling you this is going to be the final submission, meaning that the final submission will be on papers or online. See how it goes. Maybe on the 7th week we already can face to face. So I need everybody to submit in 2 stages. One through goals online, and another one you have to print out and send it to the office. Okay. And another thing, yeah, your attendance. I will distribute form of attendance. This attendance is not simply for me. I am submitting the names to administration, to admin. Now, admin will calculate if your attendance less than 80%. So you cannot go to final exam. Ni awal-awal madam already remind. Don't tell that Madam L not saying anything. I am not be informed. This is recorded, so I'm telling you at first day 1. So from time to time, we will catch up what are the tasks to be given to you all and what is the preparation. Those students who I'm calling their names is not responded to me. It's not responding to me. What happened to that student? What you should do? What should I do? If there is any emergency, please take me, PM to P. Okay? I'm also the simple person, but I'm also not a simple person when you are not telling me what is happening, surrounding, and you make it silent and you're not attending my class, you're not submitting the assignment. It will be a difficult. Okay? Tenang Very simple. Any emergency, please text me personally. Okay, PM to P. Right. I open 2 minutes for discussion. Ada apa nak tanya? Sebelum kita akhiri, okay, kita habis pukul 12 ni. So, I ada sedikit video. Okay. So, I'm just sharing the experience, okay, somehow or other. The failure of the building somehow or other is because of the architects failed to design. Sometimes the people cannot find the main core area, lift area. It's because we are the architect cannot understand the design principle. The design principle, we tend to have a very large circulation. Koridor yang terlampau besar. Sometimes koridor terlampau kecil pula. It's very small corridor. So you need to know the category of buildings, the purpose of building. If this corridor meant for public, so you have to design accordingly. Janganlah design 1 meter. You cannot design 1 meter wide for public. So for public, normally, there are 2. People can in and out in 1 row. Okay, parallel. That's why the dimension cannot be 1 meter. At least 2 meters, 2.5 meters. Normally, shopping complex provide 3 to 4 meters. Your gallery, think about it. But it's for, if the services, no, circulation for services, who is going to do the maintenance? Sometimes only 1 or 2 person. So don't provide the corridor for services very large, up to 3 meters. Siapa nak guna? It's very costly. Membazir. So kat sini the knuckly part is the accuracy. It's your responsible. The accuracy of dimension. Ingat tadi kita ada design a staircase. The width of the staircase, the rise of the staircase, if you wrongly draw inside the drawing and simply pass to contractor, the contractor build on site, so the responsibility goes to you. Salah. If the person and the building, occupant of the building accidentally fall, it's your fault. Nampak tak? Besar kan responsibility? Same goes when you are designing and the toilet area, the drop toilet area. And some of the, I'm showing later, some of us may visited the building which very wrongly designed at the toilet area, the wash area, the pipe, sometimes the sink, basin, very small, and also the piping is far further away. So when you want to use the toilet tak sampai. Nak buang air tak sampai. You cannot wash out. So the failure of the toilet area is our responsibility to design very well and how the tap goes along the way. Okay. Okay, ada tak soalan? Okay, I will call each of you now again. Madam punya kelas memang akan call because it's my responsibility to make sure semua faham. Okay, very light and easy. Adam, before we go for 5 minutes and we dismiss lah the class, kita akhirkan kelas ni. Adam, anything to ask? Adam, I will call each of you. Adam, okay tak Adam? How do you find the class?
Madam.
Okay Adam?
Okay, madam.
Kejap je Adam, you dah second year dah Adam. Now you dah third year, habis. So sebenarnya sebagai, we are also sebenarnya need more interest to this course because we already in depth, we are serious to become an architect. So the input technically we can adapt not only today but for latihan industry, practical industrial with industry, and also after you graduate you are working with industry, use this knowledge. Okay, Adam okay, Adiba Amani?
Yes, madam.
Okay, any question tak?
No.
Okay, so far okay
Yes.
First day memang pening-pening sikit with the term, tetapi you have to browse. Okay, Aisyah Nabila?
Yes, madam.
Okay Aisyah?
Okay je for now.
Okay Adiba, I dah call Adiba.
Dah, madam.
Okay, sorry sebab I based on number. Alia Farina? Alia okay tak?
Okay. Okay, madam.
Last semester score
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, semua score ni. This class semua score. So of course you understand. Okay, my class pun kena score juga. Okay, Amira score. Okay, Anis Syabia?
Ya, madam.
Macam mana? Okay, first day ni. Lepas ni dah banyak dah task you,
Okay.
right? Okay,
Okay, madam.
alright. Balkis?
Yes, madam.
Mana Balkis? I cannot see. Can you open up the video? Apa tu? Boleh? Tak ready
No, I'm sorry.
Okay. So Anis Sabia, okay. Any comment? Dawa, Anis, Balkis? Balkis? Sorry, tadi Balkis. Nama dia.
Yes.
Anything to ask?
No, madam.
Okay Madam detect siapa yang lambat masuk kelas madam ni. First day First day okay lagi Second day tak okay. Okay. Dawa, Fahmi. Dawa okay. Tengok fashion rambut baru Dawa. Fahmi.
Yes, madam.
Fahmi
okay,
okay. Okay. Siapa lagi? Faiza dan Hanan. Hanan okay, I nampak. Faiza apa I nampak, okay. Haris. Mana Haris?
Okay, madam.
Okay. Alright congratulations. Masuk second year dah, become senior. I ajar first year. Teringat lagi you all, masa you all first year. Now I ajar lagi first year. Ingat lagi nak interview. Hiba, how are you? I'm teaching first year next this October. Hiba,
Just
how
a
are you?
second. I'm switching on the camera. Just a second.
Okay. Hiba, you are now art artist You are an artist, Hiba Okay. Hidayati? Hidayati. Hidayati, Ilya?
Yes, madam. Madam.
Yeah. Mic you rosak
No. I have questions.
Okay.
You said that if there is something wrong to the building, the architect will be blamed. But before the building is built, the drawing will go pass through many stages, like they need to submit, they need to get approval, they need to get all of those things, and then they will pass it to the contractor. But I have problem. I have question about that. If the drawing has been passed through many stages,
Consultant.
like
Okay, many consultant, many
through
stages, many
consultant,
parts. Okay.
then why the fault of
Goes
the
to
drawing is
architect.
not be
Okay, tak adil lah ni Kira tak
by
adil lah ni. Apa ni arkitek seorang yang salah? Why only the architect it come to this discretion? Okay, let's say as an architect is a lead consultant. Architect ni ketua, the lead. Under the architects are the engineer, all the engineers, and everybody has their own role and responsible. Of course, in terms of structure, they won't target architect, but actually architect is also partly to understand the structure of the building. How does the building is being built? So let's say you are build about 10-story building shopping complex. Okay, you know the loading is there, but based on your logic, the column is very thin. They are using the sizing. Let's say the engineer, you will only the use size of the single story house. You know already it's wrong. So you are the submitting person, you are controlling all the submission. You have to acknowledge those engineer. Mr. Engineer, please check the measurement. I think this is illogical. So when you are giving them instruction to check, he did not check, and suddenly the building collapsed. Of course, the first person will be answer is engineer. Alamak, apa tu? Of course, the first person that will answer the default is engineer, because scope engineer is on the structure. Tapi scope design, scope architect adalah dalam design, and also all those system that related to architecture scope. Sebenarnya dalam rules is not they want to pinpoint architects alone. No, this is based on the cases and investigation. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, Ikhwan. Okay, I dah nampak Ikhwan tadi. Irfan Luqman. Syifa dah nampak. Irfan dan Luqman. Luqman mana? Luqman ada tak?
Ada.
Luqman main bola kat belakang.
Mana je.
Okay, Luqman, this is very important because nanti bila you akan baca further more serious and you have to understand, you kena apply, you kena banyak sketch. Okay, Irfan mana Irfan? Irfan ada Irfan?
Yes, madam.
Irfan. I dah terlupa lah nama engkau. Padahal satu semester je I tak ambil you. Last semester I ambil third year. Nasib baik abang-abang kakak graduate insyaAllah. Okay. Syifa ada. Mana tadi? Tadi ada gambar Syifa. Syifa, mana Syifa? Syifa dengan Zul. Zul, where are you? Syifa and Zul. Dah habis dah. Syifa, not yet. Kelas belum habis lagi.
Yes, madam.
Mana Zul? Buka lah videonya.
Ya.
Okay, you all dekat rumah sekarang? Zul dekat rumah ya, Zul?
Ya, kat rumah.
Okay. Okay. So if anything Zul, okay, I pun dekat KL. If anything you can ask, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Syifa, mana entah Syifa? Tadi nampak apa tak ada. Okay. Alis Amalin dengan Akila, mana? Alis Amalin, Akila. Ni I risau the girls ni because biasanya the girls akan struggle with this. Kalau misalnya the girls tak tengok. The girls? Alis.
Yes,
Yes,
madam.
madam.
Nak masak, madam pun nak masak ni. Right? So I just to ensure lah because this is our first meeting kan. You are healthy and also can communicate well with the topic the first topic. Daini dia Daini.
Ada.
Tu dia kat belakang kafe ni, kafe. Daini. Alis Amalin je. Mana tak Alis Amalin?
Ya, madam.
Ya lah hai.
Tadi dah jawab.
Ya, okay. Iza, sebab I nak you all semua graduate on time. Ya, insyaAllah. 1 tahun setengah je lagi. Dan no turning back dah. Fokus dah. Sebab kalau asyik duk mengambu je bila kita nak grad. Okay, dah kita fokus dan nak habis dah. Okay. Siapa lagi I tak panggil? Qayyim. Okay, Qayyim I nampak. Qayyim. Okay, Qayyim.
Okay, madam.
Okay I tengok your result pun bagus, Qayyim. Jangan ingat
madam.
I tak tengok. I dapat tengok semua pointer you all. Wan Afifah.
Ya,
okay?
madam.
Ya.
Okay, madam.
Okay. Widat.
Yes, madam.
Widat okay
Okay.
Alright. Dah lama tak tengok ni Akila je. Mana tak Akila tadi? Alis Amalin je. Mana Alis Amalin?
Yes, madam.
Alah, Alis. Okay. Alright. So, dalam kelas madam kena aktif lah. Kalau tak aktif, something goes wrong because I'm afraid that lagi tinggi, lagi susah pelajaran. Tetapi apa yang semua kesusahan tu dapat diatasi dengan your effort and passion to know. Okay. So, I think for today only that term. Group yang services tu tadi, please download the rules by law. Distribute to student. Ingat, cari schedule 5, 7 and 10 dulu. Okay, the next week still akan menceritakan apa yang terkandung dalam bylaws that focusing to fire and leave secara detail. Detail maknanya apa? You also need to open up your dimension, all those dimension for leaf, your site analysis, size of the leaf occupants, the maximum, the minimum, how to draw leaf dekat section. Okay. So yang ni I tengok. Mana tadi? So when you are referring this, kita nak tahu what kind of leaf, adakah dia menggunakan hydraulic ataupun dia menggunakan motorroom. Siapa yang design ada motorroom, first floor, second floor, dia ada third floor, dia ada rooftop dan ada bumbung yang terkeluar untuk tutup lift motorroom. Okay, ni kita cerita next week. Okay, siapa yang menggunakan hydraulic, lift dia the topmost boleh bersama dengan the topmost of the area, the second floor. Ni samalah dengan you punya second floor, second story. Tetapi untuk ground dia kena korek sikit tanah sebab dia ada hydraulic system. So ini sebenarnya kena tahu awal-awal sebab daripada awal lah you akan decide what kind of the building that you will draw dan decide. Okay, last but not least, kita tengok sikit video and we conclude this Mr. Class. Okay. 7 minit je. Boleh nampak ni?
Boleh.
Boleh tak? Boleh nampak? Am I sharing?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Yes, madam.
Okay. So this is normally lah yang berada dekat dalam kita punya bangunan kita. Dekat basement ni.
Dah siap?
Betul.
Lagi. Lagi naik kan? Dah siap kan? Thank you.
Madam,
Tak.
video ni ada suara ke, madam?
Ha?
Video ni ada suara ke? Dia ada cakap-cakap ke?
Ni.
Tak ada sebab tak dengar.
Betul. Alamak.
Mungkin sebab madam share tak share dengan sound. Share screen dengan sound.
Mana nak tu? Share.
Cuba madam try unshare. Lepas tu
share sound lah.
share sound.
Lah bisu dia punya dia tadi.
The Building Services Engineering team is responsible for design, installation, operation, and monitoring of the mechanical and electrical systems required for the safe, comfortable, and environmentally friendly operation of modern buildings that take it from being an empty shell to a comfortable living space.
Bilik ini dikenali sebagai jantung bangunan. Di sinilah yang akan mengawal segala-gala sistem yang berada di dalam bangunan tersebut. kat sini kita ada fire protection system, kita ada sistem pengudaraan, kita ada PA system dan kita ada monitoring untuk lift.
The range of services required in our modern buildings is continuously expanding, offering building services engineering graduates challenging and rewarding career choices and the chance to play a dynamic role in the future of our environment.
Di samping itu, tugas saya juga ialah untuk menyelia segala pergerakan dan kerja yang akan dilaksanakan di bawah plan preventive maintenance. Antara kerja-kerja yang akan diselenggara dalam plan preventive maintenance ialah sistem hawa dingin, sistem pump, sistem lift dan banyak lagi.
Building services engineering also faces the challenge of ensuring our buildings are energy efficient to reduce our overuse of energy sources, and by doing so, helping our society reduce the depletion of our natural resources and minimize environmental pollution. Imagine yourself in the most fabulous building in the world. Now take away the lighting, heating and ventilation, the lifts and escalators, acoustics, plumbing, power supply and energy management systems, the security and safety systems, and you are left with a cold, dark, uninhabitable shell. Building services engineering is what makes a building come to life.
Okay, settle. So hopefully insyaAllah we will meet again next week. I'm giving you link dan I akan communicate with Ikhwan. Okay, best of luck everybody. Hopefully that today will be the best of you untuk teruskan sampai ke akhir semester. Remember, if you have problem, cannot be silent, PM me. I'm okay with that. Tapi siapa yang tak PM, I'm not okay. Siapa yang tak beritahu I ada problem, when there is betul-betul ada problem, and I'm not okay. But I'm okay to accept whoever wants to discuss with me personally, no problem. Madam L is always like that. I'm helping you all because I want to see you graduate on time. Another 1.5 years, I will be there waiting for you at day 1. Okay. Janji janji.
InsyaAllah.
Alright, okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay. Take care everybody and have a nice niche and also your mindset towards it.
Thank you,
madam. Nanti kita jumpa lah. We will meet again. InsyaAllah.
InsyaAllah, madam.
InsyaAllah, madam. InsyaAllah, madam. Bye, madam. Thank you, madam.
Gaya punya studio. Ya Allah, studio you